Welcome back, my beloveds. So first I would like to thank you for joining me on this video. Today we are simply just making our own DIY bookmarks. This is my first time experience, so you'll get to see many challenges that I faced as I did this. However, I have an event coming up, and so I thought this would be a great addition to the other things that I'll be giving away, the great freebies that I have. And so if you are interested, then I invite you to stick along. Picture before you are just simply the things you'll need. Obviously, if you want it to be more fancy, I would say go the iPad route. However, as I was doing this, I thought this could be a great activity to make with your children. My children happen to be avid readers, and so I thought it would be cool to make personalized bookmarks one day. And so, yeah, basically, this is just everything you need. So here's the brand of double-side glossy paper that I use. I use the Koala brand, and I thought it came out pretty well on this particular paper. And as you see, this is what it looks like. So I didn't show the design process. However, I sent the PDFs over to, or the PDF over to my printer. And as you see, what's coming out right now is the first 5 bookmarks that I had created. As I was printing, I realized that they were extremely vivid, which is always a good thing when you print. However, in this case, I did want them to be more pastel so that the words would pop off of each bookmark. But they came out good and I was satisfied, so I went with it and kept them. However, my next prints will be a little bit lighter. But this is what they look like. And like I said, I love them. Just wanted it to be a little bit more, I guess, pastel. And if you notice, I had to flip it upside down, or right side up, I guess, because for whatever reason it printed out where the words were going down on one side and up on the other side. But because the colors were consistent, I just kept it. I'm satisfied. I think it came out great. But if that's something that you want to be perfect or consistent about, then I just encourage you to figure out how to flip it the right way so that it just all prints the same, way on each side. However, these are the thermal laminating pouches I use. This is the laminator I use. I always get 3 mil. However, I do notice that there are obviously 5 mil because I always put the setting on 5 mil, only because I assume the higher the setting, the higher the heat, and the higher the heat, the better the seal. And that's what I'm looking for, especially because I'll be cutting these. I like to guide mine through, maybe allow it to get halfway through and then I'll let it go. It's only been one occasion that it went sideways because I didn't realize, or it was my first experience with the laminator, and so I just kind of put it through and thought it would just go straightward, and then it kind of like veered off to the side. So that's what I like to do, just to ensure that I don't have any issues with it going in another direction. So this is my final product, and this is what it looks like. Like I said, if you notice, I'm flipping it upside down. no issue to me, but if it's an issue for you, I would say just ensure that the way you put it in, which is if you put it downward where the green side is downward, ensure that you flip it. I'm thinking maybe to flip it over to the right and then put it back downward in. I think that might fix the problem, but I'm not sure. But like I said, it was no issue to me. Here I'm just cutting off all of the edges because this is when it gets really precise for me. This is when I really need to focus, okay? Because I want them to all be consistent, and I don't want to have like too many white edges. So as I was trying to correct this white edge, I realized that I was making it worse with each cut. So I ended up discarding this one just because I don't know if maybe I need a new paper cutter. This has been like maybe a 5-year-old paper cutter, so maybe the blade's dull. But as you see, you'll see that there's this bend, and once that happens, and this has happened before, there's pretty much nothing you can do unless I'm cutting into the actual design at this point. So I tried to rectify the situation, and it just was getting worse cut by cut. But this is how they turned out, and I like them. So these are the first 4 I did, and as you see, I'll put these 4 next to the second prints, which I just turned the opacity down to make them a little bit more light pastel. They're all pastel, but these I just wanted to be extremely light so that you can see those words really pop off the bookmark. And so the second set were the ones that I was able to revise, and as I stated before, I like all of them, but I will go with the second set as the ones that I continue to print. So this is all pretty much the same as the first set of bookmarks that I laminated and began cutting, going through that same process. So at this point, this is when I realized that I definitely printed it on the wrong side. Like I did not put it in the right way because all of the different colors were inconsistent. There was like on the other side of green was pink, on the other side of orange was blue. I want to say the only thing that came out right was the one in the middle, obviously purple, but going throughout it, it was just not right. Messed up there. However, me and my husband was talking about it, and I thought that could still be cool, just having a bookmark with 2 different colors when you flip it over. So I kept it. So yeah, I think that it'll still work out. I'm satisfied. But I definitely learned my lesson, which is when I'm holding the paper up, just go ahead and turn it over to the right and then put it in that same direction that I had it, which is downward, right back into the printer so that I don't run into this again. At least that's what I think, but I'm sure that's what it is. But this is the final product. I love them so much. They are so cute. They're so light. They're so airy. It's giving we're going into the Easter season. And that's what I was kind of looking for. It's something really, light. And so I thought they were cute. Here, I wouldn't be me if I didn't go through and just do these last little touch-ups. Seeing some little white edges, so I thought I got some time. Why not? Let me go ahead and, cut them all off. And so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so all went well. I really enjoyed this activity and I love the finished result. And if you like this video, I encourage you to like, comment, subscribe, join my beautiful, beloved family of subscribers, and stay up to date with the latest and the greatest, all the things that the Lord is doing through this channel. Because as those who have been following me know that this is the Lord's doing. I'm just a conduit who said yes and who's willing to be used in any way he sees fit. But as always, you guys remain blessed, remain in good health, and until next time, praying nothing but always, shalom, shalom.